everyone, welcome to take two of Creative Escape Facebook Live. So because it has been fraught with a bit of uh, internet difficulties, I thought I'll record the whole thing so you can see what I was saying from the start. I know I did do a little bit of the blending technique before, but just so it is in one video and easy for you to um, view, I'm just recording it right from the start so you see what I am up to. Today I am working with the Christmas trimmings dies. Now these dies are on special. They are $47 regularly. Now they're $37.60. This seasonal sale we are having is on till the 18th of November, which is tomorrow. It is a great sale. You get 10% off cardstock, 15% off individual ink pads, which are Stampin' Up! Ink pads, and 20% off dies in the annual catalog. That is a huge saving. Now, that's all our dies. So I've got a list of them on my Facebook page, or you can, I've also got a link so you can click on and just view all of them and see what you like so you can shop. To shop, you can go onto an online store, or you can call me and I am happy to place the order for you. But just make sure you do it before tomorrow or by the end of tomorrow so you get that 20% discount. Now, before I show you everything, I just wanted to give you some insight as to how you can save. This during this sale, it's a great time to save, but there is a way you can save even more. So those dies which are 20% off can be yours at 40% off if you join Stampin' Up. Like any sale items, we get our demonstrator discount on. So this can be a perk for you as well, and going forward. So if you wanted to join today, you can place your order tomorrow and buy those dies and cardstock with your demonstrator discount on top of that as well. So to be part of my Gifted Stars team, I will put that link in to join. Now there is no compulsion by Stampin' Up that you have to sell. Being part of my team doesn't involve selling or anything like that. You can join just to enjoy that discount for yourself. If you choose to, you can have some family and friends buy just to supplement some income. You want to make it a business, that's totally up to you. You do get some business supplies in your starter kit, so it does give you the opportunity to run it as a business if you like to. That is not necessary. You do get a discount straight up. With your first order, you can continue ordering for the next 5 months, 5 to 6 months. So when your 6 month comes, then you can choose, do I want to stay and continue? Do I love it heaps? Well, most of us do. We love it, and I hope you do too. It is a great way to just gain community, meet friends, share lifelong friendships, get lots of fun, share your creativity with others, and a lovely bond that you have with others. So it's something to think about, and I think it's a great time. This offer where we have of the $130 starter kit is available to the 30th of November. So normally the starter kit is $169, and you can purchase it for $130, and you get to select $235 of products of your choice. So if you are a beginner, you might have different needs to someone who has a big craft supply, and you might need other things. So that's the beauty of our starter kit. It's customizable. Now the benefit of joining by tomorrow, the 18th of November, is that if you select anything like cardstock, ink pads, dies from the annual catalog, you are going to get them at the discounted price. So that's giving you even more value, and you can add even more into your starter kit. So just bear that in mind. If you have any questions about it, any thing that needs answering, any clarification, any doubts in your mind, please feel free to ask me. I will answer honestly and share with you. It is a good gig. It's fun, and really there is no penalties if you decide to leave. It's just fun and join for the for your enjoyment. Then that's the main thing. So I will turn this camera around so you can see what I'm working with today. I'm working with a bit of a different color palette. Coastal Cabana polished pink and some craft cardstock. So I've got a card base of uh, Coastal Cabana. I love Coastal Cabana. I know it is not the greatest picture. It's a little bit unclear, and I apologize for that. Yes, I am having some, I think we are having some transmission issues today, but as you could tell, but that's okay. Well, at least you get the idea of what I am doing. So you might have caught me before where I was using the blending brushes, and I'm bringing in polished pink, and this is shimmery white cardstock I'm working on. Generally shimmery white cardstock you would use like as a watercolor, and I'm not going to watercolor. I will show you something I did which you may have caught before when I was doing my previous video, before it cut out. And you can get lovely effects with this, but I use it sometimes because I like the shimmer, and you don't need to do it in the with water at all, but it gives you a nice look. I'm trying to get that shimmer for you so you may catch it. It's a little bit tricky on the camera, but it's got a bit of sparkly look to it, and I just like the extra smooth texture of it. Now I will bring in Coastal Cabana. This is always a good color combo. Don't be afraid to mix and match your colors. If you wanted to add this particular bundle or the die set, the bundle's not going to attract your discount. So buying a bundle gives you a 10% discount, but buying the actual die set will give you the 20% of the dies. Some of you may have bought this when we had the stamp sale a few weeks back. You may have bought some stamps in that stamp sale, right? Now just take a look at those stamps that you have bought. You may have dies, the coordinating dies which are on sale, so take advantage of that. You're going to get, so then you'll get your stamps on sale which you would have got a few weeks back, and now you can get your dies on special as well. I'm creating a bit of a mix of a pattern here. There's no pattern, but just a mixed cardstock. Just as much or as little color as you like. I mixed my blending brushes there, I think, and you probably saw that. I'm going well. I think that my little mishap with my internet had me going, and as usual I call Triple O as well without any knowledge of myself. I don't know, my phone does weird stuff. Never mind. Okay, so I'm just showing you how to create this. I won't die cut it. You would have seen me die cut it earlier, but I might do it, then you can actually see what I'm doing. Easier to do it like that. Oops. So I was in the process of embossing my cardstock. I had a piece of basic white, so we'll emboss that first. Okay, so I'm using with I can't mix this name up. Tasteful Textile. I love this embossing folder. Just it's a nice simple pattern, and it's just pretty. Now let's bring in our dies. Pause for that camera shake there. Okay, so we'll bring this in and I will die cut some stars. So I want a large star and I do want it with some mixed colors there. Maybe not the one that I bodged. And that one. Thank you so much for being patient with me today. It's just been, I know it can be tricky to watch something when it's all over the place as well, so it's hard on the viewer. So you get a lovely piece of lovely star with multi-colors on it. I said before, you can keep those bits in or you can take them out. We could use that. Okay, so we've done that, and through what I did earlier, so this is one I had earlier, so you can see the one piece I made earlier is a little bit darker, and I had die cut a star from craft cardstock as well, and then I just layered it like that. So now what I'm going to do is stick that down like that. So this craft cardstock comes in, it's in 6 by 6 inch a pack. It's in a 6 by 6 inch pack. Give it a good press, as long as it's straight. Now, before I stick this down, I am going to add some, let me get rid of this rubbish, some tearing tape, and I'm going to add some ribbon just on one side, a bit of ribbon. So press that down so that the back adheres well to the card. Next, I'm bringing in some Bermuda Bay, but I'm bringing in, let's go. So the Bermuda Bay stamping blends, I'm going to use the light Bermuda Bay stamping blend. And I want a length of ribbon that's going to go about there. So I will color in a little bit extra. And we'll just, this is pool party ribbon, but I want to make it Bermuda Bay. I don't want it, I want to make it Coastal Cabana, but we don't have Coastal Cabana stamping blends, so I am using the light Bermuda Bay. And Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana are very similar in tone, I would say. So I will go like that. And we will stick that with, just put a glue dot at the end. I may have to cut that down, but we'll see. So we've got a bit of few stars we can choose from. Let's see which one I like. Now, before I showed how, if you spritz that same piece of cardstock, now the star is not a spritz piece, but if you spritz your cardstock with water, this is what that ends up looking like. I'm not sure what, I think I might go with a darker piece just for something a little bit different to my sample so I have something different to show you. I've got a bit of rose gold and this rose gold cardstock. Now this is in a pack of, you get the rose gold and gold in one pack. So just use a bit of scrap of it. Just put a bit of glue up the top. It's not going to stick on the ribbon. If you really wanted it to stick on the ribbon, just put a bit of double-sided tape under. Next we are going to add some dimensionals. That's gonna stick like that. I'll do that. And I'll add my craft piece, my craft star, which I like that mixed colors there. Now for a sentiment. This is just something very simple I am doing, but it does give a bit of impact. I'm using a polished pink, and we are going to use Versamark. See all that color on that polished pink? I'm gonna give that a bit of a wipe. Red, polished pink, anything bright, it'll get everywhere. So I have got a scrap bit of white cardstock, some white embossing powder, some Versamark, and polished pink. So this is a technique that you can use with any colored ink pad, and you can heat emboss with it. So I'm just bringing my embossing buddy just to take some static off. So this is just a bit of powder or anything that you can have in a stocking or a sock. This is from the Tis the Season, is from this Christmas to Remember bundle. Is stamp set. It's called Christmas to Remember stamp set. So first, in order to heat emboss, just ink up in Versamark, then ink up in the color you want. And stamp. I'm using clear embossing powder. I was doing this the other day and I did it I used white instead of clear, so of course my sentiment was completely white. So what it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. I'll bring in my heat gun, turn it on for a few seconds on setting 2. And we'll just heat that up. And you can see it's giving it, might be a bit tricky with the camera, but just to see how it's giving it a bit of a nice shimmer. Well, it's not a little bit of a nice shimmer, it's quite a, it's got a really nice so yeah, You can see that there, right? So that's just a little technique, and so you can emboss with any color you like. Okay, so let's put this clear embossing powder away so we can finish up our card. It's a nice little simple card, and gives you some nice effects. So you will bring back that piece we assembled before, the white piece. So we can stick that down there. I love the bit of craft cardstock accents. It just gives a nice look. Next we'll add our sentiment. Just a couple of dimensionals there. So I just made sure that those dimensionals were not on top of the star. This is just a bit lopsided. Now we'll tie a ribbon with this pool party sheer ribbon. We'll tie a bow with the pool party sheer ribbon. And so this is what I do, but you can I'll show you. This is my concentrating. Yeah. And just get your fingers in like that, and you can tighten it, and then you can gives it a nice loop. It ties really well, this ribbon. Okay, now remember we colored this with Bermuda Bay, so I want to match that up. So I'm gonna color this with Bermuda Bay too. So this is the light Bermuda Bay. So you could first color your ribbon and then tie it. I prefer to do it this way because then I know exactly how much I need. Approximately 35-40 centimeters. I use about 40 centimeters for a ribbon and then cut it down. So if I was to cut my ribbon first, I would cut it at about 40 centimeters and then color it and then cut it down. But I've tied it up first to save that. And then you've got an exact match. And it does correspond with your coordinate with your coastal cabana, and I will put that there. I just love that little touch of ribbon there. Next we have some bling, which is our in color jewels, and I must like these because I've used a fair bit of them. Use the polished pink, so it nicely coordinates with our project. And we'll put that there. And for the inside of our card, I have one we made before, so a little star. that's pretty good. Just dot it. Little bit goes a long way with this glue. And then I'll probably cut another one for my envelope. And that's our card, a lovely Christmas card made with the Christmas trimmings dies, which are on sale at the moment. Until tomorrow, you can get 20% off all dies in the annual catalog. Check out a list on my blog or on my Facebook page. I've got it all listed. Just click on the shop now button and you will be directed directly to that sale. I'll have all the products I've used linked up for you in this video so you can shop the sale and all the other products. My recommendation, if you haven't got a die cutting machine, at least just pick one of the machines which suits you. There's a mini and a standard machine, the larger one, so that to accompany your dies. So any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I am available for any of your queries. I'm available to help you. That's what I'm here for. So thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate your time and sticking around with me for this live. It is a recording, and but it is live, which I've redone it. So hope you enjoyed and get some tips from what I share. If you love it, please share it with someone else who may enjoy and get some relaxation from watching some crafting, and maybe they might enjoy crafting too. Thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.